4 things inflation is forcing you to do as a consumer. Inflation is catching up to consumers, and retailers are feeling the effects. Gone are the pandemic-era splurges on home goods, the promises of huge tips for service workers, and the bank accounts flush with stimulus bucks. In their place are consumer choices aimed at saving money amid sky-high inflation. As retailers reported quarterly earnings results over the past several weeks, they've highlighted some of those shifts. Here's how shoppers have changed their habits as prices skyrocketed. 1. Shoppers are trading down to cheaper products or stores. Back in May, Walmart started noticing that its customers were eschewing name brands in favor of Walmart's private labels. We do see some switching, which would include switching specifically from brands to private brands, John Furner, CEO of Walmart US, said during the company's first quarter earnings call. We see categories like deli, lunch meat, bacon, dairy, where we see customers trading. This type of behavior, known as trading down, has only increased in the months since, and not just on a product-by-product basis. Shoppers are also switching to value-oriented stores to save money. Chipotle has suddenly become a budget choice for rich people. Higher-income shoppers have started visiting dollar stores. Molson Coors is seeing higher demand for cheaper beers like Keystone Light and Miller High Life, and McDonald's customers have started skipping combo meals. Break. 2. They're spending more with credit cards, and paying them off less frequently. Break. There's a well-known phenomenon when the economy tightens: credit card debt, delinquencies, slow pay, no pay becomes an emergent crisis. Mark Cohen, director of retail studies at Columbia Business School, told Insider. Cohen described a common situation where the household bill payer will pay what they can and avoid paying what they can't. Over time, they may stop paying altogether as other expenses remain high. Macy's is already seeing it happen. The company said during its second quarter earnings call in August that it's seeing increased balances and early signs of credit delinquencies and slower payment rates among its credit card customers. When we look at the industry more broadly, we see that inflation is outpacing wage growth. That's just not sustainable for the consumer, Chief Financial Officer Adrian Mitchell said, noting that consumers are under pressure due to high gas prices and grocery bills. 3. They've slowed spending on higher ticket luxuries. While wealthy shoppers are largely insulated from the impacts of inflation, middle and lower income shoppers are not, and the first thing to go is luxury purchases. Nordstrom President Pete Nordstrom noted during the company's second quarter earnings call that while its higher-end luxury division is super durable, it has noticed a slowdown in sales of lower-priced designer goods. At Best Buy, inflation is causing an uneven sales environment that led to sales of consumer electronics dropping roughly 13% in the second quarter. Target also reported seeing slow demand for high-ticket items, particularly electronics. 4. They're cutting back on tips. For many consumers, higher costs mean less spare change lying around. As a result, it seems one cost that's falling by the wayside is tipping. Though tipping at restaurants has remained mostly unchanged, tipping for takeout or in point-of-sale situations like coffee shops is on the decline, CNBC reported. Since everything got more expensive, we've seen a decline in tipping, Irina Sorotkina, the owner of Sweetly Bakery and Cafe in Washington, told CNBC. According to Square data cited by the Wall Street Journal, the average tip amount at quick-service establishments dropped from 17.2% on average in March 2021 to 15.2% in February 2022.